know you just did not throw my flowers, my gift that I received from my boss.
Thank you very much for watching. Today I'll be reacting to the craziest stories I found on the internet. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave your thoughts in the comments.
This man got me messed up. I know you just did not throw my flowers, my gift that I received from my boss. I know you did not do that, Cedric. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I received these gifts from my boss. It is Valentine's Day. Hey, let me tell you, I've been at my job for 15 years. I deserve a gift. There's nothing wrong with me getting a gift from my boss. And what is wrong with it? You should appreciate it. I'm the one that's holding it down in this house. If you don't like it, well, where you gonna sleep tonight? I wonder where you gonna sleep tonight. Where are you gonna sleep tonight? Because you're not gonna sleep here, because you're not gonna be throwing my gift that I received from my boss. No, sir. No, I don't think so.
Whatever.
No.
Whatever. You need to adjust.
No, you need to leave. You need to leave.
You need to leave.
Now, you need to leave. Now, you got 5 seconds to leave. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, she's wrong. Like, this just smells like someone is either having an affair or is about to have an affair. Because why would your boss gives you flowers, chocolate, and a balloon on Valentine's? Let's just be honest. There's nothing platonic about that. If her boss just gave her flowers and he gave flowers to everybody in their office, I'll probably be like, he's probably reading too much into it. But then he gave her a balloon, he gave her like chocolate. That's all things that you do for somebody that you're interested in romantically. I don't think her husband is wrong for not liking this at all. Because if I was in his situation too, I would not be happy about this at all. And you've been working with him for 15 years. So that means in 15 years, I'm assuming this is the first time he's giving you all those gifts. Because it doesn't seem like something that is in his character. Because if it is, he will have been giving you all those gifts for the past 15 years, right? And then your husband will be used to it. But it just seems like something that just started. I just think that this is probably a woman that is already cheating or a woman that is about to cheat with her boss. Honestly, he's right to be upset. I'm going to read some of the comments. This person says nothing is wrong if the boss buy gift as long as he's buying for all the ladies in the office. Yes, I agree. If he's buying for everybody in the office, there's nothing wrong with it. But then when you add the balloons and the chocolate, it just seems very, very intimate, you know. And also the roses too. Like, that just seems very, very intimate though. I don't think it's something that was for everybody in the office. This person says you put him out and your boss is out on a date with his wife. Nah, she's a little too mad if you ask me. Yeah, she seemed way too mad for me too. Just the fact that she was more upset that he destroyed the gift rather than trying to explain to her husband why she got the gift from her boss, you know. She didn't even care to make up an excuse. She was just getting mad at him for destroying her gift. Honestly, I wouldn't trust this woman, unfortunately.
I don't care about the presents. I've told you, I don't care about the goddamn presents. I don't care about going out. I just want to be with you. But you're the fucking most materialistic person about, oh, I want to do this. I want to do this. I care about what you are, you as a person, not the things that would make you happy.
She literally told you what to make her happy, and you just told her that you don't care. But then in the same breath, you said you care about her, the person. How does that make any sense to you, please? Valentine's is just once a year. And you tell me that you cannot buy your wife flowers and chocolate and take her on a nice dinner? And you call her materialistic for that? It's not that expensive to plan for Valentine, especially since it comes once a year. You're telling me you cannot save $10 every month for a year to make your wife feel special every year? Because with $120, even with less than $100, a lot of people will be very happy to just get nice flowers and chocolate. This Valentine's, they were selling flowers everywhere. Even in Home Depot, they were selling flowers for like $10. You're telling me that you cannot pick up $10 flowers to make your wife feel happy and special? and you're calling her materialistic just because she asks you to do the bare minimum. And then in the same breath, you look at her and tell her that you care about her. Please make it make sense.
Like literally the fucking the items, the material that would make you happy. I care about you.
I understand, Justin, but also, spending that time and energy with being with me, I've told you what I needed that would make me happy. And you
Material.
not just material, but
like I'm literally trying to spend
but you literally have never, I've literally told you, like, okay, it's not just about material. Like, I told you multiple times before Valentine's Day how just lighting candles and making me dinner and
I was going to fucking do that.
But I asked you if you could just, I don't know, ask me to be your Valentine and go out of your way.
Why do I have to ask someone that is my wife to be my Valentine?
It's not just in marriage. I've seen this in a lot of friendship too. Like, if your friend tells you that something is gonna make them happy, I feel like if it's not something that is way out of your way, I don't think it's a big deal to do it. People complain about having to ask their partner to be their Valentine. I don't see the point in it. But if your partner tells you that this is what I want, it's not that difficult. Buy her a candy and ask her to be your Valentine. If it's important to her, it should be important to you too. He's calling her materialistic for asking for flowers. Can you believe that? Just for flowers. But then, like, the thing that cost him nothing to do, he didn't even do that. Like, I don't understand. With men like this, there's just no winning. Honestly, there's really no winning.
Ask someone that's supposed to be your Valentine when you're supposed to try to get someone in a relationship. That's how a fucking Valentine works.
That's not really, but okay.
That, like...
Anyway, it's just... It sucks. It sucks, Justin, that you don't understand, and...
I feel like what this woman is asking for is just a little bit of effort. If your wife stopped doing the things she was doing when you were in a relationship with her, let's say when you guys were dating, she was cooking for you, and she was doing all those things that made you happy. And then when you guys got married, she stopped cooking for you, she stopped sleeping with you, and then she told you that, oh, that was just to get into the relationship. Are you gonna be happy? No, because that's bait and switch. She literally tricked you into marrying her because you thought that she was gonna be a great wife, but the moment that she got the ring, she switched up on you. You're not gonna be happy. And I think this is one of those situations that he probably presented himself as a guy that was loving, kind, romantic, and now just doing the basic thing that he used to do for her is like pulling teeth. I know, like, there are exceptions. There are some people that make unreasonable demand. But your wife asking you to buy her flowers for Valentine's is not an unreasonable demand. You can literally pick up flowers for $10. And that's being materialistic. Please. I'm going to read some of the top comments. This person says he already has you. So in his eyes, he doesn't have to put any work into the relationship. He's taking you for granted. If there's no effort, then you need to walk away. Exactly. This is what I think too. I think that this guy probably feels like because he already married you, he doesn't need to put in any effort. But the reality of life is that anything that is worth doing is worth doing well, right? If you want a marriage that will succeed, you have to put in some effort. And she's not asking you to buy her flowers every week. She's just asking you to buy her flowers on Valentine. So she feels loved. This person says, I don't care about the things that will make you happy. Exactly. He's like, I care about you, but I don't care about things that will make you happy. How does that work? If you care about somebody, you have to care about things that they care about.
Just a reminder, if you're, freaking out about Valentine's Day, being alone on Valentine's Day, being single, it could always be worse. Exactly 10 years ago on Valentine's Day, I came home to get prepared to go to dinner with my then boyfriend, and I'd gotten him like some cute little boxers from his favorite like comic or Marvel comic, I don't know, whatever, and a balloon, right? Nothing that egregious. Went and got in the shower. He saw the gift, freaked out because he hadn't gotten me a gift. Went to Jared's Jewelers, bought me an engagement ring on my credit card that he took. It was the wrong size because, he didn't know my size because he wasn't planning on doing any of this and he just freaked out.
That's like going from 0 to 100. Like, you couldn't find like a bracelet to buy her, or a necklace, or like flowers and chocolate. That's like the official gift for Valentine's. Like, why did you have to go buy an engagement ring? And then on her credit card, oh bro, you're wrong for that, man. You was wrong for that.
Then we missed our dinner reservations. I was like, what the hell, where were you? Met up with our friends who were at a singles party at a bar, and at 11:55 in front of bottle service girls, he proceeded to propose to me. Bottle service girls and a whole bunch of single people who were at said singles party.
So distasteful. You can tell how rushed this was, because he didn't even plan the proposal. It was just more like okay, now seems like about a good time. Will you marry me? Because who proposes in front of bottle service girls? Like, I think like proposal is something that people research, right? Like, don't I would assume that proposal is something that a man will research, so that it's something that is also meaningful to the girl he's marrying. And also, did you guys talk about marriage? Because what if she didn't want to get married to you? And then she now said no. That would have been awkward for everybody.
I have no idea what he said, couldn't hear it. But I said yes, because like that's what you do. And then 32 days later, when the bill came in the mail and I realized he'd bought it on my credit card, he was like, don't worry, I'll pay the monthly like amount. And I was like, what are you talking about? We're done. So your Valentine's Day could be worse.
That just feels like a Valentine's Day from hell. No thought, nothing. Even if you bought a gift last minute, at least buy a reasonable gift. Don't ask someone to marry you if you guys have not been talking about marriage for a while, and then buying it on a credit card. Come on, there's so many things here that's just common sense. So you want her to pay for her own engagement ring or what? Yeah, I'm glad she broke up with him, because there's no way I can see this working. I'm going to read some of the comments. This person says, oh, I too had a man buy me an engagement ring on my credit card. We are not married. Of course you're not married. One man makes you pay for your own engagement ring. How is that? That doesn't even sound romantic. It just sounds cringy. Person says the way he could have just got you a necklace or something. For real, just get her a necklace, a nice bracelet, a nice watch, a beautiful pair of earrings. There's so many things you can get her that she will still appreciate. And not forcing her into making a lifetime commitment to you, and then putting that bill on her credit card too. I'm glad she didn't marry this man, because what?
Happy Valentine's Day.
This it?
What you mean?
This all you did?
Can we just enjoy today? Like, why are you acting like that? Please don't.
Why you got fake roses? Like,
Just to sweep up on the trash.
candles. Like,
Why would I like? Yes. Why would I like the candle? That's a fire hazard. Like, come on, bro. Be for real.
Walk down the path with the candles.
You acting like this is the day that we getting married or something. Like, why you? Bro, what is you?
What's in this? Is this a ring?
Yes. Why? Why don't you just open the stuff instead of?
Oh, you
Bro,
can't
what
get
is-
nothing right. What is this?
But what are you talking about? You about to make me mad.
I'll be mad too. He put in a lot of thought to this. He got the rose petals. He got you gifts. Like, what else do you want a man to do? Honestly, I don't know. This gives very much skit. Do you guys think this is a skit or this is real? Because I feel like most girls don't behave like this.
You wrote like 2 words on this. Oh, you don't love me.
I took my time to do this for you.
Don't love me.
How you?
What time did you take? You didn't even put the chocolate on the straw.
Because you like to do that, so I thought that could be a fun activity for us to do.
You
And
think I'm fat? Like, most things you got is food.
babe.
Like,
Like I
this is all
said,
food. What?
so you didn't want no chocolate strawberries. I just spent way too much
I
money.
should get the rose, like the big old thing. You gave me like 5 roses, and there's like no money in there. There's no money in anything. You didn't give me any money.
Right.
Valentine's Day.
You know what it is?
I feel like he put in a good amount of effort, and if someone put in a good amount of effort, they should be appreciated for that. I don't think there's any point in just whining over like just a little bit of stuff that you didn't like. It's okay to bring it up, but appreciate what he has done. He brought the chocolate. He brought you chocolate. He brought you strawberries, even though you have to put it together. And then he also bought you flowers. He even put like the rose petals in the place. It just made it a whole vibe. And he also got you a really big teddy bear. Like, I think he put in a good amount of effort. But then I feel like this has to be a skit. It really doesn't make sense. Like, it probably is a skit. I hope it's a skit though.
So last year around Valentine's Day, I was dating somebody for like 2-3 months. Tell me why 2 weeks prior to Valentine's Day, he asks if he can give me a call, that he wants to tell me something serious. So I'm like, okay, cool, what is it? He goes, hey, I just wanted to give you a call to just let you know that I don't celebrate Valentine's Day. You don't what? So I'm on the phone and I'm like, okay. He's like, you're not mad? I'm like, no. You don't celebrate it, I respect it. He didn't tell me why he didn't celebrate it, but he tried to carry on the conversation and change the subject. And I made an excuse to get off the phone. And he goes, you're not mad, right? I'm like, no, it's cool. Hang up the phone and never spoke to him again. I kid you not, because it's really that serious. What do you mean you're dating me and 2 weeks prior you're going to tell me you don't celebrate something? Because the man that I'm with is going to celebrate it. And clearly he wasn't that man.
I wish that a lot of women are like her, honestly. I feel like most of the drama we see on this internet will not even exist. I feel like the whole point of that phone call was so that she can set her expectation low, because if he has already told you 2 weeks earlier he doesn't celebrate Valentine's, now you don't expect a gift, and you probably don't even expect to see him on Valentine's Day, right? So it's just to set her expectation low. And I like men that are honest. Tell me what you're about from the start, so I can know if I can live with this or not. I really respect that. If you don't celebrate Valentine's, there's a woman for you, But the women that want men that celebrate Valentine's, now they can decide whether they want you or not. But honestly, 10/10 reaction.
Y'all, every Valentine's Day, I think about that time I was talking to this boy and I was like, hey, good morning, boo. He was like, good morning, boo. And I was like, what you doing for Valentine's Day? And he was like, nah, me and my girlfriend going out to eat. Huh? What you mean? Huh? Excuse me? What girlfriend? We talk. I'm trying to get there. Now, this was in high school. So it was like I couldn't go out with no boy when I was in high school. And I really thought that man is what was talking, like, seriously. Like, I cried the whole day. About this boy. And this how much I liked him. Like, his ringtone, I remember it was Lotus Flower. Lotus Flower Bomb. Yeah, but I swear it's not a Valentine's Day that go by that I don't think about how I said, what you doing for Valentine's Day to this boy that I'm talking to. He said, I'm out with my girlfriend today. I'm sorry, that shit. Oh, when will I heal? When will I heal from this?
This poor girl got traumatized. But at least you're not the one getting cheated on, right? I guess that should be like your consolation prize or something. Or maybe it was one of those casual things that you thought you guys were probably going to head into a relationship. Well, he just wanted to be friends. I don't know. I'm going to read some of the comments. This person says, I bought a guy I was dating a $500 tripod for V-Day and I took it to him. Why he said, OMG, oh, I should have bought you something. This was in 2023 and I'm 31 now. Girl, if you don't take your gift back, what do you mean by I should have bought you something? You better take your gift back. I don't know. I always feel guilty if someone gives me a gift and I don't give something back. This person says that was his girlfriend texting. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. But then if you know that your boyfriend is talking to another girl, does that not already ruin Valentine's for you? I just feel like, that will ruin it for me though.